give their devotion, their time and energy to the children, to our future generations. And with that, it's not no society saying, well, you can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer. No, fuck that shit. You can be a healer. You know, a lot of people society gives us these titles, and the titles don't really mean shit unless you go to a school and they tell you a book and you're going by a book. A lot of these doctors are prescribing drugs that don't ultimately help. You know, and when their patient dies, they're saying their patient dies from whatever disease that they had. But what about the drugs that you gave them? You know what I'm saying? I believe in natural herbs. You know, so at the end of the day, we're like caught up in these like titles and shit, but are you a healer? Are you truthfully a healer from your own being, not from what somebody else told you and taught you? You know? So I feel that if we have a loving community, tribal type living, we can devote our time and energy into our children and really seeing what they love to do and cultivating that. Because at the end of the day, my son, right? You're in nursing school? Well, make sure make sure that you're studying it in it like deeper. Like making sure that it's not just from the books, because sometimes the books, look, somebody made that book up. Somebody did it from their own research. You make sure that you're studying from your own self. And I would say look into natural herbs, because a lot of the medicine that's being prescribed is not healthy. And do you know that medical I wouldn't say mistreatment, but the medicine industry, like medical industry, is one of the main one of the top 3 to 5 causes of the death, like the highest cause of death in America. And I actually did a video about it. I'm going to do a documentary about it and just show people what I've seen and what I've, researched. But at the end of the day, my grandmother passed away in people's treatment. So I just have an innate distrust for certain things. Okay. But I feel like that's good too, because you're going to learn certain things in nursing school that other people may need to know in the community. So if somebody is if somebody learned from this system and all that, because I can't say that everything that they're teaching is bad. There's some good shit. And they actually did the studies on people to actually figure out certain shit. We never really got to study a cell, so I can't say exactly what a cell is. I can listen to somebody else to study it until I study it. But I'm not, I ain't talking down on it, because I feel like everything has its place. But I also feel that a lot of the shit can be cured. I know, because I've studied it, and I talked to many people that had certain type of illnesses, and they've changed that through the lifestyle, through the diet. Do you know stress causes so much, that causes your body your defense mechanisms to lower, So at the end of the day, certain things that we're doing, our lifestyles. Right now, I have like a back problem. I've been having it for a while. But, as I talk to a chiropractor, which I want in our community, yeah, you went to school, but can you actually do that for your community? And another example would be a teacher. Like a teacher is teaching you from a book, but what about if you have something in your heart that you say, you know what, I want to look into this. Your school is going to say, no, like you need to go by the books. You know what I'm saying? But there's more than the books. That's a perspective, but you can have your own. As a real healer, you're going to want to look into all types of ways to heal people. But as just a person that went to school, you're going to look into the book to be able to use that to heal people. You know what I'm saying?